I do not settle for less. Niggas know I got an army. Hill figure like I'm Tommy. Shadow clone Uzumaki. Haters going kamikaze. Y'all killing yourselves. Niggas really going killing themselves. Need a prayer, you just want on the well. JJ Steps never taking no.
In the flow code menace. I know a couple Scott boys that rob me like Dennis. They quick to go villain and walk up in the spot, they just pull back fitteds. Niggas never stopping cause the game is too dented. Nigga.
Yo, YouTube, we back at it with another YouTube video, man. I got a little different, different content ideas that I'm finna be adding to the channel, bro, and I'm pretty sure y'all can help me out with this. I'm finna be reacting to more like crime stories, gang stories, like how I reacted to them gang stories from, a couple months ago, a few months ago, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to add that back on there, you know what I'm saying? So I know y'all are from, most of my supporters are from the UK, believe it or not. All my American supporters, if y'all didn't know, I kind of built this channel off of reacting to UK plugged-ins and shit like that, and this is where we're at now. So so my supporters from the UK, send me the craziest, like, it could be gang stories or just, crazy serial killer stories. It's just some crime in the UK. Just send me the shit that be going in y'all area, or it may happen close to your area. Just send me, shit like that. I'm gonna react to them. You know what I mean? Like true crime, shit like that, I'm gonna try to get into that community, and so I can break my channel through some more. So I'm pretty sure I can help me do that and achieve my goals. So, hey, we at 801 subscribers, man. Thank y'all so much for that. Appreciate Jesus Christ for that, man. Make sure y'all pray today, man, and lock in with the Lord above. But anyway, we gonna get right into it, man. We got this joint, I believe it's from Ape Honcho. It's called Teen Murdered After a YouTube Video Was Posted. Yeah, my dude, we're about to get locked into this shit. I'm assuming it's some gang shit, so we about to get into it, man. I'm gonna get my thoughts on it, man. Let's go.
It's 4:44 p.m. on June 2nd, 2018, and 17-year-old Tavis Spencer Aikens is captured on surveillance camera footage outside of the Pick n Pay convenience store in Ipswich, England. Tavis is seen greeting others from the local area.
Anybody from Ipswich around here? Let me know.
While he briefly stays at the shop. He's also spotted helping an employee out. But he isn't staying for long, rather making his way past the shop in order to reach his father's home for something to eat. That sits just up the road on Packard Avenue. Although Tavis's parents had split, he still had a good relationship with them. His mother originally had full custody, but after going off the rails, as many teenage boys do, Tavis's mother sent him to live with his father in the hopes that a strong male figure would put him on the right path. At 4:48 p.m, just 4 minutes after he was initially captured on CCTV, Tavis Spencer Aikens would make that walk to his father's home. But unbeknownst to him, a group of men thirsty for blood were heading his way in a courier van and on 2 bicycles. When Tavis made it to this rough area on Packard Avenue, he was subjected to a vicious attack, one that would leave him for dead. But why?
Whoa. So you telling me his ops they conspired a drill, niggas in the van, 2 niggas on the bike. Listen to me, this is how specific and crazy this shit get in the UK, y'all. UK supporters, please stop sleeping on the UK for crime. These niggas be on that shit. These niggas just did a tactical Call of Duty tactic. These niggas over here in the van and on 2 bikes, nigga, to catch they op. And you mean to tell me that they pulled up, caught him in the neighborhood, and offed him?
85 miles northeast of London, England, sits Ipswich, a large town home to roughly 135,000 people. Just like any other town across the country, Ipswich has much to do if you're to visit for a day or two. Stay any longer and you may find yourself relatively bored. Whether it be a drink down the pub, a visit to the theatre, or taking a walk through one of Ipswich's beautiful parks, there's pretty much something for everyone of every age to do when they visit. But ladies and gentlemen, the town does have a much darker side to it. One that consists of a criminal underworld led by 2 gangs that have a fierce ongoing rivalry.
Hey man,
remains somewhat true.
I don't give a fuck where you live at, bro. There's some crime always there. I don't give a fuck where you live at. You could be in the nicest neighborhood. I bet you it's niggas shooting out that motherfucker somewhere. I bet you. Telling you, bro, this shit be everywhere, bro. The world is crazy. Y'all better stay prayed up,
This
bro.
very day.
Stop playing with
The
that.
ongoing dispute has resulted in
Them
shootings,
principalities is real.
stabbings, robberies, houses set on fire, and murder, among other serious acts of violence.
Damn.
So, who are these gangs then, and why are they at the centre of this story? Well, over on the west side of Ipswich lies Jubilee Park, the home of J Block, a drugs gang that operates out of the IP1 postcode, mainly
Okay.
the Chantry, Witton, Westbourne and Castle Hill areas, although it's said that their territory goes beyond that. J Block would be the more established gang out of the two. Then on the east side lies Queen's Way, the home of Nino, a drugs gang that operates out of the IP3 postcode, mainly the
down there?
Ravenswood, Priory Heath and Gainsborough areas, although again their territory is considered to go beyond that. It isn't entirely clear why J Block and Nino started to beef each other, for the lack of a better phrase, but a report suggests that it could have either A, been over people not paying drug debts, in other words, stealing the drugs, or B, younger gang members from both sides getting into minor disputes over girls, and over time, these disputes would turn violent.
Bro, that is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard a gang beef be and start over, bro. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This shit dumb anyway, bro, and all this shit gonna lead to is fucking death or in jail, bro. It's only rare so many people get it out. Because even after you get it out, you still gotta be careful and still gotta roll with a pipe because you think them niggas that, like, say for instance, if you was in a situation, right? You a gang member. You dissing your ops on IG Live. Anytime you get a chance, you dissing they dead homies, they dissing you back. And like, bro, you can't just be like, hey y'all, I ain't beefing no more. I'm changing my life. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. No, it's not gonna work like that because if they see you at the chicken shop, they're gonna catch you, bro. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all remember that shit that happened to the MPK bull? Way back. It was when Roy Green was active, bro. It was Lamps in them. Bro, he changed his life. He was like in like the Boys and Girls Club. He was trying, get the community back. He was still friends with them type shit, but like he wasn't in that no more. Like he wasn't riding no more. He wasn't dissing ops no more. But they saw him in traffic and caught that man. Hey, bro, it's still consequences sometimes, but it is rare people make it out and it really change their lives. But even with them, they still got to roll with security as well. You know what I'm saying? They still got to do
So
it.
for all we know, it could just be a territory dispute. Ultimately, we'll never truly know how this violent back and forth ever emerged. It's hard to say if any major incidents took place because of this dispute prior to 2017. From my research, there isn't any reports to suggest so. That isn't to say nothing happened, but rather it seems as if nothing was reported in the news. However then, in 2017, that was all due to change.
Hey, Blue, wait.
What's he doing? Trying to come both ways. Right now? What, right now? You know, there is two-way for this situation. How? Yeah? Gang, J-Block, on my strip, innit?
This nigga drunk as hell. Talking
Towards the
about.
end of 2016, J-Block members had created a trap/drill rap group called YTB YTN. The group featured a few members from J-Block, but only 3 are relevant to this story. Youngs, aka Kyrese Davis, Geo, aka Aristote Yenge, and Flex, aka Isaac Calver. We are a collective of friends from Ipswich, J-Block. We started doing music in 2010 just for fun and realised last year in 2016 that people were feeling and supporting us, so we made YTB YTN. In their songs, they rap about what life is like in J-Block, whether that be dealing drugs, taking drugs themselves, or as they put it, scoring points on Nino, among other topics. Scoring a point, for those of you who aren't aware, is what some gang members use as a way of tallying up points from incidents that have occurred with rivals. Legacy Media states that gang members claim X amount of points for a headshot or chest shot, for example. But in reality, a point comes from an incident where you've came out on top. And that could be knocking somebody out. It doesn't have to result in a stabbing, shooting, or death. So what incidents had happened between 2017 through to June of 2018? Well, we can't say for certain, but we do know that fights broke out, resulting in people being injured, but no one ever died as the result. In March of 2017, as a part of this ongoing wave of violence, fueled by provocative rap music videos posted on YouTube, J Block members would come across an aspiring rapper from the Nino area of Ipswich and confronted him on camera. The J Block members forced him to say "fuck Nacton," "fuck Nino," and "fuck the three" before beating him and slashing him with a knife. The incident was posted to social media as a part of a public humiliation against Nino. In other words, it was another point scored for J Block. According to a report, the violence only escalated further as the result of this incident taking place, and both gangs would go into each other's territory looking for each other. As you can see here, just a month after that incident took place, J Block member Youngs was posted up in a chicken shop in Nino territory. Over the course of that period, the start of 2017 through to June of 2018, several confrontations involving older members of both sides took place, which included a firearm being discharged in a hostel, someone's house getting firebombed, shots being fired into a gang rival's home, and both groups getting into knife fights. Although many violent incidents had taken place, no one had died as the result of the tit-for-tat attacks, but that was all due to change.
I mean, I know he was about to say that's all due to change, but you mean to tell me y'all was doing all that and nobody got offed? No, y'all didn't off nobody, bro. And y'all did all that? Y'all blicking up people's houses? Setting them shits on fire? Discharging firearms in the hostel, wherever that's at? That sound like something where white people be at? This is what y'all on? And didn't catch no op? Nothing. They be doing this for what, bro? Like, bro, I get it, bro. Like, the shit sounds so fire. Like it do. The music be sounding OD. But when they be dissing, like, that shit is wild, bro. Like, I get it, bro. You could say, oh, but what about, you know, Kendrick and Drake? They was dissing each other. It still disses. I mean, but like, yeah, but it's like, bro, this is hip hop, bro. It's like, it's a different thing than just dissing the dead. Like, you dissing the dead. Like, they're dead, bro. You can't just diss the dead and think that God gonna allow you to diss the dead and for stuff not to happen to you. You know what I mean? But it's just like, this is goofy. Like, y'all niggas blicking up houses and y'all not hitting nobody. Like, bro, if y'all was, and I'm gonna take a quote from Mac Mullah. He be saying this shit all the time. If y'all was really like that, y'all would have ran in the crib, found who y'all was looking for, you know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't. Y'all outside blicking the crib up. Like, you could hit daughters, mothers, freaking camera falling, daughters, mothers, fathers, like people who not involved in the beef at all, bro. It's goofy. Like, and then you catch a bite and then you want to get on IG or whatever, or in this case, y'all be on the Snapchat. Oh yeah, we blicked up his house and then blicked up his mother and packed up, we smoking, and like that shit. Like, come on, bro. I just like, it's just like, like, damn, bro. Like, shit, it's wild. It's just wild, bro.
2018.
For years, we've been telling clients it's nearly impossible.
It's 2 p.m. on June 2nd, 2018, and Suffolk Police Sergeant Murray Osman is on plainclothes duty in Ipswich town. It was a fairly normal Saturday for Sergeant Osman, a busy summer's day, until he received intel from colleagues that 2 established Nino gang members were in the town centre. I was concerned because
how do people know that
in the Nacton area of town? The town centre is considered J Block territory, so I immediately went to Tavern Street and stood outside McDonald's to look out for them. While standing outside McDonald's, I saw Kyrese Davis and Aristote Yenge, who I recognise as members of J Block. Shortly after seeing them, I heard shouting coming from the nearby Lush store, and when I ran into the shop, I saw both Kyrese and Aristote near the back of the store, whilst the 2 members of Nino who were in the area were in the middle of the shop. There were customers and staff inside, mostly families with children. They were scared. I feared the incident may have escalated into significant violence, and so I shouted to take it outside. I frog-marched the 2 Nino members out of the shop and searched them with a colleague. Believe it or not, the Nino members didn't have weapons or drugs on them, so maybe they were just in town shopping and happened to cross paths with J-Block members. Ultimately though, it would be Nino who took the moral victory from the incident. After all, police saved J-Block members from a potential attack. Both Kyrese and Aristote would say that they had fled the scene because they were in possession of drugs, but even if that was the case, they couldn't let this one slide, and so a plan was put together to seek out revenge. Over the next 2 hours, J-Block members Kyrese Davis, Aristote Yenge, Isaac Calver, Callum Platt, an affiliate Adebayo Amusa, originally from London but was living in Ipswich as part of a county line, gathered to plot a gang ride-out in Nino territory. They were thirsty for blood. They needed to go and hunt down a Nino member as revenge for the Lush incident. From what we know of the gathering, it's believed that after leaving the cosmetics store, both Kyrese and Aristote met up with the others around that Alderman Park area. When all 5 were present,
That nigga at the bottom left is a gang member? That's a gang member. Hold on, let me make like a... I mean, yeah, if he was in a ski mask, it'll look kind of... I mean, I don't know.
Adebayo
Maybe.
contacted
I
a
don't
man
know.
by the name of Leon Glasgow, one of his customers, and asked him if he wanted to take the group to the Nacton area and back in return for some drugs. He agreed, and so he picked them up in a DPD courier van that he had borrowed from one of his friends. Once arriving at Alderman Park, it's thought that everyone spoke briefly, then all but Callum entered the vehicle. He and another person, who until this day hasn't been identified, followed on bicycles. Before heading over to Nacton, the group travelled to Iris Close. That sits within J-Block's territory. It isn't exactly clear why they made this trip, but one theory suggests that they went to collect weapons for the potential revenge attack that was about to take place. After this brief
Yo,
trip to
like,
Iris Close, it was
this is what niggas be planning. These niggas came from across the... I'm assuming that this is across the bridge. This is all planning to catch they op later. Like, these niggas is planning.
to head over to the heart of Nino territory, Queens Way. It's roughly 4:48 PM on the 2nd of June 2018, and 17-year-old Tavis Spencer Aitkins is heading to his father's home for something to eat. He's captured on surveillance camera footage passing by the local shops on Queens Way. Moments later, J-Block members are picked up on CCTV heading in his direction. As Tavis makes it to his father's street, Packard Avenue, they spot him. There he is. There he is. All but Leon decamp from the vehicle and begin to chase Tavis towards his father's home. However, he trips and falls just meters away. With Tavis now on the floor, the J-Block members were able to catch up to him, and he was subjected to a vicious attack. He was stabbed 15 times. The most serious knife blow consisted of a 14-centimeter deep wound.
God damn. Damn, bruh. Nah, y'all gonna have to shoot me, man. Fuck that. Y'all gonna have to shoot me, bruh. Bruh, no, bro. I don't even want to imagine that shit, man. Fuck no, man.
Catch up to him, and he was subjected to a vicious attack. He was stabbed 15 times. The most serious knife blow consisted of a 14-centimeter deep wound to the heart. After the initial knife attack, Tavis and
Damn. Nah, bruh. Y'all gotta shoot me, man. Y'all shooting me. I'm not. No. I'm sorry. R.I.P. to him, man. R.I.P. to him. But, brother, listen to me. Nigga. Nobody is catching me. I don't give a fuck, bro. And listen, if you in that, you gotta be more on point. You don't know who saw you coming out the shop. You don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. It really bothers me how, you could be into it with some folk and you just go out in public with nothing on. Like, bro, you can literally wear the surgical mask. You can literally wear that shit every day, everywhere you go. Nobody's gonna say nothing to you, my nigga. You could literally wear that and cover your face. Bro, these niggas be having people that are literally in your territory to tell them where you at. They'll literally be like, oh yeah, he's at the party. Oh, he's at McDonald's right now with a shorty. And niggas in 5 minutes will be pulling up to your location just to yank your ass up, man. Y'all niggas gotta move better than this, dog. Even if you want to be in that life. You know what I'm saying? It's better to just not do this shit at all. Stay in the crib, man. Stay in the crib. That's it.
The brutal assault was over in just seconds. J Block would flee. Given the fact that the attack had just happened in broad daylight on a residential street, it's to no surprise that many of the local residents had witnessed the incident. One of those, none other than Tavis's own stepsister. When she saw him bleeding out on the front, she notified her mum, Tavis's stepmother, and they both ran to his aid. It was J Block, man. There was too many of them. As Tavis lay bleeding out on the streets of Ipswich, he let it be known that it was J Block who were responsible for this attack.
Attention shoppers, want to spend
Damn, no way they doing that, man. Damn.
Battle tested.
Nah, that's actually crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. That's crazy, gang.
That's Tavis Aikens. He's in a music video with Nino gang members. The artist makes direct disses to J Block. It was never clear how deeply involved Tavis was with Nino, but we do know that he was at least somewhat associated. I mean, he's in a music video with known gang members after all.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. It don't. Them niggas on the other side don't give a fuck if you in or out, nigga. If you with them niggas, these niggas is pressed as shit just to say they touch somebody, bro. So, yes, they're foaming at the mouth at the opportunity just to catch someone to deal with them niggas, bro. It don't matter. You was in the music video, we gonna catch that nigga. If I see that nigga, I'm gonna blick on him, or I'm about to pull my blade out on him, bro. That's what they on, bro. And these niggas is YNs. It don't matter. It don't matter. They just want to be cool so they can be like, look, I was the one that stabbed him. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? That's all, bro. That's why I say, bro, fuck it. Stay out of that shit. Like I'm saying, as a civilian too, bro, you have to protect yourself as well, bro. You don't know who trying to rob you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, that's why I be annoyed when I be driving home and cars be still making the same turn as me. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You don't even live here. And then they turn at the last second and I'm like, all right, cool. It's just anxiety, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, safe to say, bro, just don't do this life at all, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I can't live being at the shop with my girl and then 4 ops come in the store backing out all machetes. I can't, bruh. I can't do that, man. Fuck that.
It was never clear how deeply involved Tavis was with Nino, but we do know that he was at least somewhat associated. I mean, he's in a music video with known gang members after all. Some say that Tavis was simply affiliated because he went to the same school as Nino gang members, and he lived in the same area as them. Whether he was in the gang or not didn't really matter though, because J Block clearly knew who he was, which is why he was targeted on the 2nd of June 2018. His mother said it was the video itself that put him in the crosshairs of J Block. Emergency services would descend on Packard Avenue just moments after Tavis was stabbed, and right there on the pavement, doctors got to work to stem the bleeding. It was touch and go for a while, but in the end, Tavis had fought through it. He was in a stable condition. However, after arriving at the hospital, he would sadly go on to lose his life. Tavis had been murdered right on his own front doorstep for potentially appearing in a YouTube video. A police investigation into the incident was opened. Many would come forward to police to give witness statements, with the key piece of information being that the group arrived in a DPD delivery van. Upon discovery of this information, detectives would begin a CCTV inquiry, and within 3 hours, the van's movements before and after the murder were traced. It took police just 1 day to connect at least 4 people to the murder, due to the mountain of evidence that they had. The
See?
day, they were
Like,
down.
what the fuck, man? These niggas really be just slow. These niggas be slow. How the hell you catching your op and then the next day you caught? Was there any thought, or do y'all just be grabbing your knives and crashing out? Like, this shit is dumb. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not condoning murder, but if you gonna do it, at least be smart, man. You just caught a body. You could have literally had a flight prepared the next day to get the fuck on, man. And if you would have did any research, again, I'm not condoning the shit, bruh. I'm just saying, if you was doing this, if you was doing this, boom, cool. I know I'm about to go slide on these niggas. I know I'm about to go slide on these niggas on the 16th. I'ma cop this flight for the 16th, the flight later on that night. We're gonna do this drill broad day. It's broad day. We're gonna do this drill broad day. I'ma purchase this flight at like 12 a.m. We gon' do the joint, catch buddy, boom, back to the other side, burn my clothes, burn everything else, hop on a flight later on that night, and then go to a state or a country where they don't got a treaty to bag your ass, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not condoning this shit, bro, but if you gonna do it, bro, you gotta be smart. You niggas is slow. You niggas think that you just about to catch a body and be safe at home? Are you serious? Nigga, they is catching your ass, boy. You better stop.
Then, 2 days later, a further suspect was arrested after being connected, with the final suspect being arrested around 6 weeks after Tavis's murder. Aristote Yenge, Kyrie
See?
Davis, Eddie
Nigga, how in the hell did you go 6 weeks without being caught and didn't get the fuck on? Bro, if you saw all your men that you was there, all your men, and they still didn't come up, like it didn't hit you after like 4 days, like damn, they still didn't come get me. Maybe I should purchase a flight and get the fuck out of here. That didn't register in your head? They caught you 6 weeks later and you was still in the same place where they can find you at? These niggas be slow, man.
Leo Amusa, Isaac Calver, Callum Platts, and Leon Glasgow would all be charged in connection with the murder of Tavis Aitkins.
Got all 6 of them.
Towards the end of 2018, a trial that would last roughly 14 weeks. Throughout the trial, all but Leon would give a similar version of events. The main point they tried to get across to the jury was that yes, they did admit to being drug dealers to the point where it almost came across as boastful. And yes, they were present in the DPD van earlier on in the day, on June 2nd, but they weren't there at the time of the murder. They had to agree with being in the van due to their DNA being present. There was no denying it. One of the strongest cases for the prosecution was against Aristote Yenge, Gio. You see, police were able to spot him in the van on CCTV at around the time of the murder because of his distinctive jumper. As you know, prior to the murder, both Aristote and Kyrie had been confronted by 2 Nino gang members in Ipswich Town. When police took a look at the CCTV footage from that earlier incident, they noticed that Aristote had a distinctive black jumper on. When they cross-referenced...
Oh my god, ain't no way this nigga had the same clothes that he slid on his ops on that he was wearing earlier when they pressed him out earlier. Ain't no way this nigga is this slow. Ain't no way. Ain't no way this nigga is this slow. So you mean to tell me that your dumbass didn't have the decency to go back home and change your clothes and you knew you was gonna catch a body? Yo, y'all niggas be slow. Ain't no way, gang.
From the van at the time of the murder, they noticed that
he got the same joint on,
matching Aristote's description.
Oh my god.
Aristote's response? Well, he claimed that he had been in the van earlier on that day, but had taken his jumper off because Leon had decided to smoke crack cocaine at some point during the journey.
And now you snitching?
Leon took out a crack pipe and started smoking. I don't like the smell, so I took off my jumper and put it around my face. After dropping the drugs off, I left the van and headed back to Alderman Park on foot, where I met Isaac. It was then I realised I left my jumper in the van, but I didn't bother collecting it. Aristotle
What?
said that a man only known as M had been responsible for the murder, and it was M who was captured in the CCTV footage at the time of the murder. I didn't kill Tavis, I'm innocent. I'm here because of a jumper. I didn't kill nobody. My child's mother hasn't spoken to me for the past 8 months because she thinks I killed Tavis, but I didn't kill him. You've got me sitting in jail for a jumper. That's my jumper, but I forgot it in the van. I've been called a snitch in jail, and I'm in fear for my life, ever since I've let it be known that M was the one who committed the murder.
And now he's snitching. Oh my God.
Try and say they weren't present at the time of the murder. The evidence suggested differently, and with Leon giving an account of what actually went down, the boys were left with a weak defense. I got a call from Adebayo and was asked to give him and his boys a lift to Nacton and back in return for drugs and cash. I assumed I was driving them to go and collect money. Yeah, maybe I thought they'd rough someone up, but I didn't expect it to go as far as killing someone. No one seemed worried. No one said they didn't want to be there. No one said it was dreadful. They were proud of what they'd done and were jubilant about it afterwards and appeared to be proud and pleased. After the 14
There you go, bro. There you go.
Adebayo
FBI, open up.
found guilty of murder, whilst Callum Platts was found guilty of manslaughter. Leon Glasgow was found not guilty of both murder and manslaughter. In total, the gang were jailed for over 100 years. Many of them served
Damn!
life sentences with the minimum term of 20 plus years. It should be noted though that Kai Reese, the youngest out of the group, who was a similar age to Tavis at the time of the murder, had his minimum 21-year term reduced to 16 years at the Court of Appeals for various reasons. His age had played a major role in the reduction. And so, there you have it. The tragic tale of Tavis Spencer Aikens, the young man who had his whole life ahead of him.
Damn, bruh. Nah. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy, gang. That is crazy. And y'all all got caught. Y'all all is slow. And all y'all was snitching. Well, now, I don't know if he said all of them, but other bruh was snitching. These niggas be slow, gang. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bruh. These niggas be slow as hell, bro. These niggas did a murder with the same clothes on that he was caught earlier when them niggas met up with they ops earlier. He had the same clothes, man. You can't, it don't get no dumber than that, bro. Anyway, man, y'all like, sub up to the channel, man. Comment, man, whatever, man. I'm gonna react to more content like this. This was a great video. Shout out Ape Honcho, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, suggest more of these type videos, man, down in the comment section. It's your boy J Steph, and we gone, man. Deuces.